You know, we've focused a lot on this program over the years on the problem of bullying and how a lot of us today don't take it seriously enough. Some adults think it's, just a rite of passage, something that all kids go through. But while many kids do go through it, not all of them survive. I want you to meet a little boy named Asher Brown. He lived in Texas. He was 13 years old. And I say was in the past because he shot himself in the head last Thursday. His stepfather found his little body crumpled up at the bottom of a closet. Asher's mom and stepfather say that he was bullied to death, that he killed himself after being constantly harassed by 4 classmates. Picked on, they say, because he was small, because he didn't wear the kind of popular clothes that other kids wore, and because he was gay. Now, they say school officials ignored their repeated complaints. The school district, I should tell you, denies getting any complaints about bullying from anyone, from Asher's family, from students, or from staff members. But we've talked to other parents who say their kids are also being bullied at the school, and they say their complaints are ignored. I talked earlier to Asher's mom and stepfather, David and Amy Truong, and their advocate, Louis Geigerman. Hey, Amy, how are you holding up?
I guess as well as can be expected for the situation. I have to do it minute by minute.
That's all you can do.
I can't think past that.
She's very strong, but we've got a lot of support, but it's the worst thing can ever happen to a mother.
David, tell me about Asher. What kind of boy was he?
He was your prototypical, rambunctious, spirited, happy-go-lucky guy. He was my shadow. Everywhere I went, he was behind me. I told people that if I burped, he'll say, "Excuse me," for me. And it's hard for me to think about him without losing it, but I'm going to do it. He's only been with me 3.5 years, and he's my stepson. But in spirit, he's my son, and I love him very much because he loved everybody else. What I got out of him, unconditional love. He gave everybody unconditional love. He taught me that.
When did you start to notice that things were going bad for him at school?
We noticed the first day he started at Hamilton, and there were some serious problems where he'd come home, tell us he's been picked on. And I said, well, that's not cool. You got to tell your teacher that. And it just kept going on and on and on, where just from the very beginning.
He started there in the 6th grade, and this was supposed to be his 8th grade year. So there was an ongoing problem for what would amount to 18 months to 2 years.
And what would kids say? I mean, they taunted him because they felt he was gay, and they taunted him because they felt he was different?
They taunted him because he didn't wear Abercrombie and Fitch. He didn't wear fancy shoes. He didn't have fancy watches or iPods.
He wasn't interested in those things.
We could have bought it for him. We asked him if he wanted. He said no. There's more important things.
The boys and girls, they thought he was nerdy because he read lots of books. They picked on him and called him, nasty names for the disparaging comments they used towards homosexuals. He
was smaller than everybody.
He was smaller than a lot of kids, and so just stature-wise, he
and even his religion, he was Buddhist. I understood they made fun of that.
Yes.
And David, I understand he actually told you he was gay the morning he died.
Right, he did.
Yes.
And we had our suspicions. We kind of talked about it amongst us, but he came out and he was okay with it.
And how
I was
were you
okay with it? He knew
we loved him and gave him unconditional support, and we told him that months before when he started to express the fact that he thought he might be gay. We said, we love you no matter what, and we will always be here for you.
Did you call the school? Did you talk to teachers or anything? How did you try to deal with the bullying, or did you think you could?
Well, first I tried to raise them to be good, responsible young men. I tell them, okay, you deal with it. Talk to the bullies, get them to stop. If they don't stop, tell the teachers, tell whoever's in charge. And when that didn't help, then I got involved, and Amy got involved. We went to the schools.
We made phone calls, emails. We made every
numerous trips to the school.
The school district is now saying that they weren't aware that Asher was having these problems in the school. And as you know, they put out this statement. I just want to read part of it. It says, in their quest for an answer, a few will assign blame to try to make sense of the tragedy. Prior to his death, there was no report from students, staff members, or the parents to administrators that this student was bullied while at Hamilton Middle School. Such a report would have been investigated and consequences would have followed the student code of conduct. You say that's just not true.
That's
Absolutely
not true.
inaccurate.
Not true.
Anderson,
Go ahead,
I'd like
Luke.
to speak up to that. I mean, when in doubt, the rule is with the school district, when in doubt, deny, deny, deny.
We've heard from other parents who say there is bullying at this school. So, I mean, it's not just you two saying this.
Yes, sir, that's true.
Why do you
right.
think, Amy, that the school district is now saying, well, look, we didn't know about it?
Because my son killed himself, and he's gone, and we can't bring him back, and they realize what they did was wrong. They didn't take this seriously, and nothing's going to bring him back, and we have no reason to lie about the fact that we went to them for help to make it stop.
Amy, I mean, I can't imagine what it takes for you and David to be on here tonight. I mean, this is so recent, and I can't imagine the strength, and I want to thank you for it because, I mean, it's important that we talk about this because we got to stop this from happening to other kids, and we've reported on this too many times. What do you want
Yes.
parents out there to
Absolutely.
know? What do you want educators out there to know, Amy? Especially parents, what do you want them to know if they think maybe their child is being bullied or they don't know what to do?
Please, if you have children that you think may be bullied, if they seem sad or withdrawn, and you ask questions and they say, I'm fine, push past that. Push past the I'm fine. It's extremely important. These kids are worried about retribution for speaking up, not only
Right.
speaking up for themselves, but speaking up for their friends that are getting picked on. And we've got to make this stop. I don't want my son to have died in vain, and I can't bring my baby back. But if I can help some other family to not have to go through this, then it's worth it.
I'm so sorry that we're here under these circumstances, and I don't know what else to say except I thank you for your strength and thank you for talking with us.
Thank you, Anderson.
Thank you for having us.
It's our pleasure.
I hope you stay. I hope you stay strong in the days and weeks and months ahead.
Just pray for us.
God's with us. Keep praying, though, for everybody involved.
Absolutely.
Thank you.